Sometimes I just wait. I'm waiting it out. Taking a principled stand. Against hypocrisy. See, when I walk around, I notice things. I notice things. Yeah. Things that you'd like to keep hidden. Things that you don't even know I'm seeing. And I just wait it out. I've got my eye on you. You don't know that. You think I'm here for a good time. But I'm just waiting it out. Waiting for you to make the move. It reveals everything. See the way my mind works. As I see the spread. There's a whole spread in front of me. You don't know what I'm seeing when I'm seeing it. But I am just waiting it out. I know how to stay with the sensations. You know, when you eat something really hot and you don't know how to stay with the sensations, like cayenne pepper or jalapeno, hot sauce. You don't know how to wait it out. What I do, I have all the tears coming down my face, but I'm as stoic as a Hellenistic philosopher. Waiting it out on my porch. Of course, I gotta wait it out. So all you fuckers can just do what you need to be doing. On my time. But I'm coming for you. And you know it's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. You're worried about the coming apocalypse, the financial crash. You're losing weight. And you're waking up in the middle of the night. Your bedsheets drenched in sweat. Gnashing your teeth. Running your fingers through your hair. Slamming your fists down You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? I bet you do. Yeah. Well, I've fortified my house. I put all sorts of spikes, turrets, moats, traps, checkpoints, tripwires, alarms, surveillance cameras. I'm waiting it out. I'm watching you. I am. Excuse me. Yeah. Excuse me, just checking in with you. Okay. You got a problem? What makes you think I got a problem? Why are you looking at me? You mean like this? Yeah. A little bit like that, yeah. But I think it goes a little bit further than that, don't you? How do you suspect? You keep looking at the donut box in my arms. Yeah. I'm wondering if you got donuts in there. I got two. As a matter of fact, 2 donuts. I asked for one, but I was having such a good time, they ended up giving me 2. One for you. That's what happens when you wait it out. That is what happens when you wait it out. You get a free donut. Would you like yours now, or would you like me to put it on the table for your later consumption? Thank you for the opportunity to test my will. I think I'm gonna wait now. Well, I'm gonna just put the donuts over here. When you're ready, you just grab the one you want, and I'll eat the other one. Are you sure you don't have a preference? I would hate to eat the one that you actually wanted. You've been waiting it out for so long. I want to give you a little treat before the apocalypse. Choose whatever donut you like. It's on me today. I just want you to know I'm grateful for this offer. I've been waiting it out. So it could be that maybe I'll eat the donut tomorrow and it won't be as fresh, and that would be a pity, and that would be a tragedy. I love fresh donuts. Yeah. So give me a sit rep. You want to sit rep of the situation? Whenever I come back home with the donuts, you know that means it's time to get assessment. and we get 4 new people who are caught in the traps out there. They seem to be good people. I've been throwing them some power bars and some water bottles just to get them through the day and the night. But they're recruit worthy. I could feel it, all of them. They came together as a group. Yeah, you go out front, you'll see them. Yeah. Do it, Carl. Go out there and see them. I will. What are we doing, Ron? We are a stronghold, Carl. We're the stronghold. Without us, it all falls to pieces. We got our stronghold, and we got Larry's donut shop. That's all we got. Well, I don't know how much longer Larry's going to be in business. Yeah. He loves those donuts, though. And the coffee. And you ready to let it all go? Carl. No. I told you. Just wait it all out. So you think these recruits are gonna work? They're not dead already, though. Go out there and check them out if they're still alive. Who knows? The walkers have got them or not. Yeah, but it's pretty much rigged, right? So the traps only take one person at a time. Yeah. I mean, the walkers can still bite through the traps. I mean, stick their necks in there. Maybe get a human. Maybe. These humans, they seem pretty sophisticated. Once we spring the traps and get them out, we're going to send them over to Larry's and get some donuts. You think that's what they want? I'm going to keep them in the trap for 24 hours. See how they do. See how they react. See what's up. Okay. You want to go? No. I'll let you go talk to him, Carl. So what's your name? I said, what's your name, son? My name's Tommy. Okay. So where you from, Tommy? That's none of your business. Like it matters. It's the end of the fucking world, Tommy. Give me a break. I'm not gonna go and break into your house. Where are you from? I'm just down the road. You're just down the road. I would have seen you by now. And we were holed up in a special little fort. We're just out on a supply run. Through your damn traps. Got us. Well, Tommy, my name is Carl. Carl? Yeah. The Carl? Yeah. The Carl. Wow, man. Wow. You're just like a total legend, man. Okay. That's amazing. So you made all these traps? Yes, I did. For humans or for zombies? For humans, not zombies. Well, damn, Carl, I mean, why you gotta be catching humans? I don't want to catch zombies. I got nothing to do with zombies. It's the humans that are coming from my stores. Those are the ones I gotta catch. And then we're gonna have a little talk, Tommy. See what I'm saying? Talk. I don't want to have to kill you. But if you came to my place to get my stuff, then we gotta have a little talk, don't we, Tommy? Yeah. Yeah. You remind me of my cousin, Tommy. Yes, sir. So were you coming to Carl's place? Grab you something? Hoping to get you something? Yeah. But I mean, we weren't gonna cause any trouble. If we met trouble, we're a pretty freaking, we're a cool group. We're not crazy in the head. Some of these freaking cults are crazy in the head. We're not crazy in the head. We stick together and we keep each other sane. We're sane, Carl. I mean, foraging is no crime. Yeah. And I gotta say, I'm really impressed how you were able to get us all in a trap. Like, how are you able to do that? I've been at it a while. Yeah. Okay. So I'm thinking about taking you to see Larry, you and your cohorts. Larry? Yeah. Yeah, Larry's, the donut maestro. What? Yeah. He's got a donut shop. But it's not just a donut shop. I mean, it's so much more than that. What is it? Well, you seem like a pretty decent guy. Maybe I'll take you there. Maybe I'll take you. Well, Carl, we're not here creating any problems, I promise you. Yeah, okay. Well, you know that once I let you out of that trap, I'm going to put a 9mm to your head, just to make sure you're a man of your word, Tommy. How's that sound to you? If that's what you need to do, sir, you put a 9mm in my head. Yeah, well, I'm just letting you know, and then I would just escort you to the donut shop with a 9mm pointed at the back of your skull. How's that sound for you, Tommy? I mean, not crazy about it, but I totally understand. I mean, it's not really an issue for me because I know I'm not going to do anything, and if you're not going to kill me now, then I don't suppose you were going to kill me then. Unless you just want me to get out of your trap. It's easier for you to just kill me on the street. But I don't suspect that's what's really happening. You just seem like such an honest guy, and honestly, you're a legend, Carl. A legend, man, so, I mean, you are a legend for being ruthless like your father, but I never got the sense that you were a sadist, I have been sadistic, but not with good people. I've been sadistic with sadistic people. People who need to be put out. But I pretty much grew up in this apocalyptic wasteland. So, I only knew the other world for 7 years, maybe 8 years. So tell me about your cohorts here. They're cool. Yeah. Well, I just tell you, go over there to that woman over there. Her name's Tiffany. Talk to her. Tiffany and Sonny, huh? Yeah. Okay. You guys are a couple or something like that? I mean, I guess you could say that, yeah. Okay. Tiffany, huh? Yeah, do me a favor, Carl. Don't hurt her. She's just, she's just like the rest of us. Super afraid. So be good. Be good to her if you would. I mean, I'm not in a position to bargain with you, but if you could, that would be great. Okay, Tom. Hello. Hi. Tiffany. Yeah. You met Tommy, huh? Yeah, he's pretty cool. Are you pretty cool? Yeah, I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty upset, but I'm pretty cool. Okay, Tiffany, what are you upset about? I'm in this trap, and I'm hoping that no walkers are gonna come. Yeah. I'm not gonna let any walkers get you, but also if they did come, you just get to the back of the trap and they can't get you. Yeah, but they can just sit there trying to get me for hours. Yeah. I mean, you got a blade on you? Yeah. Right. Well, you found a way to kind of skillfully kill each one of them. But they just keep coming. That they do. Well, if they do. So, Tiffany, Tommy says you're down in a fort down the road. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna do anything to you guys. You seem cool. We are cool, sir. You can call me Carl. Carl? Mm-hmm. You don't happen to be the Carl. They pretty much are. Or so they call me, yeah. Wow, sir. suddenly I didn't feel so bad about being caught in your trap. I mean, if we're going to be caught in anybody's trap, it might as well be Carl Grimes. Well, I'm glad you have a good way of looking at it. So, Tiffany, tell me what you're up to, generally speaking. How are you occupying yourself now? Well, when I'm not in your trap, Carl, I'm there and I'm just on the lookout for our gang. When you say gang, what kind of gang do you mean? Well, I mean group would work. Carl, it's, can I call you Carl? I love saying that. I'm really honored. I'm humbled. I want to get the fuck out of this cage, but damn, I'm really humbled. Alright, well good. Maybe I'll take you over to see Larry. I'm gonna take Tommy to see Larry. Just checking with you and your group. See if you're all qualified to go speak with him. Okay, well, who is Larry? Larry's the donut bistro. He has a donut shop that's open now. Yeah. But it's not only about donuts. Okay. Well, what is it about? Well, Tiffany, you're gonna find out, aren't you? So, I'm gonna talk to your other compatriots. What are you gonna get a couple more here, don't you? Yeah. Okay. Well, Tiffany, give me some wisdom, Tiff. You seem like you got some wisdom in there. Any wisdom for me? I don't. No, I don't have any wisdom. I don't know why you would think that I do. I can see it in your eyes. Your eyes. I've been through a lot, Carl, but I'm no different than anybody else. Maybe you are different. I don't know how, but you are. Okay. Tommy and Tiff, who am I seeing next? Well, you're gonna see Scott. He's in the next trap there. You can get a kick out of him. Okay. Thank you, Tiff. Nice to meet Carl. Any thoughts on when I might get out of this trap? I'll let you out soon. Hello, Scott. And you are? I'm Carl. Carl Grimes? Yeah, that would be me. Well, damn. Damn, the most kills of anyone post-apocalypse. On record, at least. Yeah. Most kills, zombies and humans, if I am correct. That is what they say, Scott. Were you gonna kill me and my friends? No. I only kill people who threaten me, the people that I love. You don't threaten me, I don't need to kill you. And if I get a sense that you aren't ever going to be a problem, well, cool. But if you will be a problem for me later, might as well kill you now. Okay. So, Scott, what do you do? What's your function in the group? I don't know, man. I think they just regard me as the mind, the intellect of the group. Kind of strategizing, seeing the larger picture for how things need to be, what we need to look out for, what we need to do, where we're going. Okay, I like that, Scott. That's good. Every group needs that. Tell me what you think about being in this trap. To be honest with you, I have no idea how this trap works and how you were able to get 4 of us. I don't even understand that at all, man. Yeah, well, there's no way that you could understand it. Although when you talk to Larry, maybe you'll get a better sense. Who is Larry? He's the owner of the donut shop behind us. A donut shop? I mean, it's still active. Oh yeah. But why didn't I know about it? I mean, this is my hood. We're just down the road. Scott, it's not your typical kind of donut shop. I think you and Tommy and Tiffany are going to be real surprised. Okay. So why'd you set up these traps? Yeah. Another good question. I mean, you just think these people are going to come and raid your stores? And it's one consideration, but it's not even the primary consideration. Okay. What's the primary consideration, Carl? Yeah, that is a good question. Very good question, Scott. That's for Larry to answer. How come I never heard of this guy? I mean, you're a legend. But Larry? Isn't a legend. I've never heard of him. Well, let me put it to you this way. You heard of me because of Larry. No Larry? No Carl. Really? No Carl. Yeah, man, but you were kicking it for 40 fucking years. I was like, what, 7, 8 years old? Killing it. Literally. Figured. I never heard of Larry. Yeah, there's a reason for that. Larry's the reason I'm here. Larry's the reason you're in that trap. Okay, so who's your 4th here? Oh, that guy? You're not close to him? Yeah, we butt heads. But he's still part of your group? Yeah, he's the Joker. So, we kind of clash a little bit. Yeah? Because you're the intellectual and he's the Joker? The jokester? Miles. Okay. Miles. jokester. Hello, Miles. This is a great trap. Thank you so much. You know what? I don't know if you're a nice guy or an ass. Oh. But, me and my friends have been stuck in this trap, or traps, for a few hours now. Any chance you're gonna let us out? Miles, how you feeling, buddy? A little exhausted. A little fucking frightened, to be honest with you. I have no idea why we can't leave these traps. And here you come, acting like some damn principal. What's your name, man? Carl. Carl? Oh, yeah. The Carl. I suppose so, yeah. Wow. So, I'm in Carl Grimes' trap. Pretty much. That's nuts, man. All of a sudden, I'm kind of happy about that. Yeah, really? Yeah, man, that's just... I mean, if we're gonna be in anybody's trap, why not have it be Carl Grimes' trap, the legend? You are fucking like Mad Max, man. So, you just gonna snuff us now? Just give us the Glock one by one? Oh, come on, man. I'll be disappointed if you don't knock us off. Yeah, I told you. They told me you were funny. Who told you that? Well, that's actually just one guy. Who told you that? Your buddy, Scott. He doesn't think I'm funny. Well, at least he said you think you're funny. He said that? No. But he implied it. Why? Why did he imply that? He said you were a jokester. Jokesters tend to think that they're the shit, that they're really funny. Well, just imagine that's what you thought about yourself, Miles, am I right? Yeah, you're right. So you ready to go meet Larry? Larry? You ready to get some donuts? Donuts? What? I haven't had donuts in like fucking... God, I mean, I don't know that have I had a donut? Not like this. So, you're the one who keeps this group from clawing each other's eyes out, don't you, Miles? Well, you know, Tiffany and Tommy, they're a couple, so they're fucking every day going through something stupid. It's Scott. I mean, he looks out for us. Well, he can get really tense and just overwhelmed and strung out, so... I mean, I suppose somebody's gotta be the life of the party when you say there, Carl. Yeah. Oh boy. So, man. Yeah, I'm all good about getting a donut. For sure. You just let me out of this trap because I don't know when the walkers are gonna be here, and I would rather just be on my own 2 feet out of this. So, we going, Carl? Or are we just gonna hang around and talk the shit and shoot the shit? Where you going? Look good, get me out of this. Actually, I need to talk to Larry first. So Larry's gotta come down here? No, Larry doesn't have to come. I just have to talk to him. Are you gonna talk to him? I'm gonna call him. What you gonna call him? Walkie-talkie. I was gonna say, I would be blown away if Carl Grimes' fucking phone. Walkie-talkie. It's very much like a phone. Yeah. Yeah, I have a vague memory of phones, so yeah. Just give me a moment. Yeah, Larry. Yeah. Four people. What do you want to do? Well, just bring them on. Bring them in. You vetted them? Yeah, I vetted them. All right, we'll bring them to the donut shop. Let's get acquainted. So you gonna be ready? Carl. I'm always ready, brother. Bring them by. Alright, well, you need to deactivate the traps, so go ahead and do that. Well, you gonna get your gun out? Actually, I don't even think I need to get my gun out with this crew, but I'm gonna get it out anyways. Yeah, get your gun out. People act real funny in the cages and real funny when they're out of the cages, so yeah, go ahead. Okay. 10-4, buddy. Alright, guys. In a few seconds, you're gonna be done with those. 3, 2, 1. Alright. Who's hungry? I mean, are these donuts, though, are they just like pure sugar? Because I'm not really that hungry for sugar. I mean, I like sugar, but in lieu of a good dentist, I think I'd rather refrain because cavities. Miles, just keep an open mind when it comes to donuts. If you say so, man. I mean, how many times do you catch people, and then how many times you guys go see Larry, and do you ever just terminate anybody who actually is just obviously someone you don't want to deal with if they're outside of the trap? Yeah, unfortunately, I do have to do that every once in a while. It's not pleasant. But I know that person's just gonna come back and cause me trouble. Come back and steal my shit and kill me. So, I hate doing it, man. I don't want to kill anybody. You know what I mean? How does it feel? What do you mean, Scott? How does it feel to have killed all those people? Well, after a while, you just kind of get numb to it there, Scott. It's a big deal when you first do it. I first did it when I was 8. I killed a grown man when I was 8. So you could say that I got a little desensitized to it. But not totally. You know? From one perspective, Scott, you could say these people deserve to die. But from another perspective, they're just trying to get by. They're just trying to get food. So, surviving is more important to them than ethics. They don't care that they're stealing from me. They haven't eaten in 4 days, and they don't know when their next meal's gonna be. are half delirious. So, once they find out about my place, then they start wondering, well, what's up in there? What's he guarding here with all these traps? And I can't let them know that. Can't let you know that. But when we go to Larry's, it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. It's hard to trust, you know what I mean, Carl? Of course I know what you mean, Scott. Very hard to trust. I mean, no offense, but what are you gonna do with us at Larry's? You're just gonna have to find out. Alright, well, what if we just said we don't want to find out? You don't have a choice now, Scott. You, Miles, Tommy, Tiffany, you're going. I let you out of the trap, you're going. Well, then tell me what it's about, because honestly, I just feel like you're leading me into another trap. Not leading me into another trap, Scott. I understand that you're kind of like the parent figure for this trap, but I'm not. There's no foul play here, man. None. If I would have wanted to do foul play, you would be dead, alright? Okay? You're sitting there in the trap, I got a clean shot. I can kill you all. I've got no interest in doing that. In fact, I have all the interest in the world to freaking take you to Larry. Yeah. Alright. Okay, guys. We're here. Larry. Here they are. Chipper, sprightly bunch. That is Tommy. Tommy. Say hello to Larry. Hi, sir. Tommy, welcome. Tiffany. Hello, Larry. Pleasure to meet you. Look forward to understanding what the heck we're doing here. Okay. Yes, Tiffany. Yeah. Speak your mind. It's perfect. Who's this next gentleman with that serious, dour look on his face, scrutinizing me every single blip on my face? What's your name, son? I'm Scott, Larry. What's going on in your mind right now, Scott? Yeah, I'm just studying every blip on your face. I am scrutinizing you. You're different. And I'm wondering what's going on here. Yeah. Okay. And you? I'm Miles, sir. Miles. It's such a great name, especially for this time period, this epoch that we're in. Miles. Miles and Miles. Miles, were you born before or after it happened? Just after it happened. Okay. Everybody, you're here at this special shop because you were trapped. And Carl decided to spare your lives after talking to you. good thing. So I want you to understand that we are not malevolent. We are not sinister. What you see is what you get. So there isn't an ulterior agenda here. What we're trying to do is safe and above board. It's positive. It's simple. Okay, sir. Yeah. Go ahead, Tiffany. Well, what's this have to do with donuts? What's what have to do with donuts is the question, Tiffany. Yeah, so you're doing something to us, but what's that to do with donuts? I don't understand the connection. Let's just put it this way. These are our special donuts. They are not typical donuts, and some might argue that they're not actually donuts, Tiffany, if you catch my drift. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I understand. So, everybody, I think Carl probably told you that I influenced him. Actually, I told some of them, but not all of them. Yeah, so although I won't consider myself his mentor any longer, I was his mentor for quite some time. So let's see, you're what 47 now? Yeah. So about 30 years, I've been Carl's mentor. And Carl is a legend because we work together. I don't think Carl has any issues with me telling you the story like this. See, it's not just enough to survive. Humanity has to rebuild itself. So we're not just here getting by, because there's no real honor in just living. The honor is in building something extraordinary. Something that matters, something that will be passed on. We want an army. We want to take back the planet. We want to take back the planet from the zombies and the marauding humans. And so what we're doing is anytime we catch a human in the trap, we do an analysis and assessment to see if they are worthy of being in our army. And fortunately, all of you passed the test. Larry? Yeah, you are Scott. Correct? Yes. I don't want to be in your army. I think you do, Scott. Not really. I just want to do my own thing. Yeah. Problem is, Scott, you haven't thought it through. Okay. I'm open to hearing more. Good. So, guys, you are either with us or against us. How is that, sir? Because if we let you go, and you go back to that fork down the road, whatever you got going. Now you know us. Now you know what we're up to. You know the facility. If you get caught with your pants down by some other rival gang or some tribe, marauding group of people, we're all of a sudden vulnerable. Very vulnerable. When you got caught in that trap, we could have killed you there, or we could give you a chance here at the donut shop. But there is no going back to your old life. You're either part of our army or we put a bullet in your head. Seriously, man. Seriously, Miles. It's not even a personal decision. I mean, like, when Carl puts a bullet in your head, he doesn't even want to do it, but he's gonna do it because he knows. Guys, we freed people from the traps, give them an opportunity to be part of our army and reclaim civilization. Always used to come back to haunt us. We did it like 2 or 3 times. 3 times? 3 times. And then we realized we can't do that. If we set you free, you have to choose to be part of the army, or you're choosing to be terminated. I sense that you're pretty distraught, Tommy. Fuck it, man. Man, I get what you're saying, but damn. You're saying if we say no, you're just gonna kill us? I'm not gonna kill you. Carl is gonna kill you. He's the unstoppable force. He knows what needs to be done. He's the legend. Okay. Well, we're just gonna be killed by Carl then, huh? Guys? You're not getting the big picture. We have to rebuild human civilization. And it's not like an option thing. It's not like an elective. You've got to do it. Because if we don't form an army, then all those savage, barbarian-like humans who are out there, not to mention the zombies, all of them are going to extinguish civilization once and for all. So it's not a multiple choice question. Join us or go home. It's join us or death. Okay, well, it still sounds like multiple choice. If you consider death an option, yes, I guess it is. Well, it's obviously not an option, seeing as you could kill us or you could have killed us and you didn't. Well, I'm not pointing a gun to your head right now, but that gentleman over there has got you in his sights, and I wouldn't fuck around with that guy. Okay, Larry. Okay. What do you think, babe? Do you want to join his army? I want to live. So, if that means joining an army, okay. I don't want Carl over there putting a freaking bullet in my head. We're not leaving here alive if we say no. I mean, what's next? I mean, she's gonna... With this way of doing things, you could just extort us to do whatever. And I'm not interested in that. You're gonna get the picture. We're not bad people. We're not fucked in the head. We're just doing what's right by human civilization. Whatever caused this, we have to reverse it. We have to reverse it with an absolute seriousness that cannot be stopped. That's why Carl's gonna have no problem putting a bullet in your head if you say no. He doesn't want to, but he knows he must. You can't leave here having this kind of knowledge of the operation. Okay. Miles, Scott, I sense that you are ready. Where is the army? Yeah, it's a great question, Scott. So, we have 1,000 people in the army, which is going to be probably the largest army on Earth at this point. Okay. Well, as far as I know, I'm just seeing you, Carl, and the 4 of us. Yeah. Because they're out killing zombies, recruiting, eliminating psychopaths. So you actually literally have an army out there reclaiming the planet. Yes, we do. And you're going to be part of it, Scott. Once we assess the level of your skills, give you the necessary training, we're going to send you off on a sortie of your own, 4 of you. Make sure that you're capable of wiping out zombies, killing psychos, and recruiting good people. What do you think about this, Miles? You never asked me what I thought about anything before. What's going on now? I mean, it's just a no-brainer, right? Just a death or reclaim the planet. Gee, Scott, you really hate being alive so much that you're gonna allow old Carl over there to kill his 498th person? Let's do this. There's nothing even to think about. Except whatever the heck these damn donuts are. Yeah. Well, the donuts are actually a special concoction. They alter your brain chemistry. They also make you traceable. And they also make you killable. From a distance. From a distance. Yeah, you're gonna sign a deal in blood. And if you go out against that deal, we're gonna kill you. Well, it wouldn't make sense now, would it, guys? You say, oh, we're gonna be part of the army, and you leave to go out upon your first expedition, and you all defect? Well, you need to know that you can't defect, and that if you do defect, you're gonna be terminated instantly. Instantly. Alright? That's how we get you to be effective and reclaim the planet, knowing that you can't be defective. Okay, well, I'm no brain expert or technology expert here, but how in the world are you going to be able to tell whether we're defecting when we leave here? I don't get that. That's where I come in. Okay. Well, what is it? I'm just thinking for a moment, Scott. If you defect, I will find out. And then I'll just press a button. And the chemicals in your mind that I've put there through the donut will activate, and it'll be a very painful death for you. Kind of like cyanide in your brain. How are you going to know whether we defect? I'm just curious. I don't plan on defecting, but then again, who knows? Maybe I will. I could possibly defect. I practice remote viewing. Remote viewing. Yeah. So I can stay here at home base and remote view all of you. How do you do that? That's for me to know. If, upon remote viewing you, Tommy, Tiffany, who else? Scott, Miles, that's your name. If I remote view any of you, you're not doing what you should be doing, you're defecting, or you're not killing, or you're not recruiting, then we're going to have a little conversation. Sir, can I ask a question? How are we going to have a conversation if we're out there? I don't think the walkie-talkies reach that far. No. Once you eat this donut, I'm going to be able to have access to your mind. That's how I can tell where you are and what you're doing. Well, damn. Donuts, huh? These are some kind of donuts, Carl. Yeah. There you go. You two, you're a hell of a team. I mean, if even half of the things that Larry's saying are true, could you guys... That's nuts. They're all true, Miles. I don't just make this up. Okay, so we eat this donut. Got new chemicals in our brain. You can remote see us, you're connected to us, and you can deactivate us. You can kill us from a distance. All because we step out of line for whatever reason. No, it's not stepping out of line, it's defecting. It's like a mutiny. So if you actually leave, if you try to leave the army, then we've got a problem. Then I will terminate you from a distance. You don't understand, guys. Let me make it very clear to you. If we don't send out this army, everything's lost. There's zombies overtaking the planet as we speak. Human beings are devolving. They're becoming more and more primitive. I mean, look at Carl. He killed more than anyone. He killed more zombies, more humans, anyone. He knows. He knows what's at stake, which is why he's able to kill. You know, when I kill, I mean, I'm still kind of young, but it's like I kill because I have to kill. If I don't kill, then I'm gonna die. Someone's gonna get Tiffany. You know, I've got to kill. But you guys, you're like on a mission to kill. We're not on a mission to kill, Tommy. Not on a mission to kill, okay? We are on a mission to save. We want you to be on that mission too. Because if you're not on a mission to save the planet, we're gonna have to kill you. Because of the information that you have now, having been to our facility, having been here with me. I'm a weapon. I'm a weapon just like Carl. kind of weapon. But haven't any of you fantasized about getting this planet back? Going out there and killing hundreds? We've got an army of 1,000 people. 1,004 now. Each one of them kills 10 zombies a day. That's 10,000 people, 10,000 zombies a day. That's not bad. And that's 10,000 10 zombies a day is just conservative sometimes with this group. And then sometimes, oftentimes, we take out psychos. That's the best way to call them, and we all know who they are. They treat zombies and humans alike, just as expendable, something to be terminated. They may rape the human. They may fucking steal from the human. Torture the human. Use the human. But they're psychos. So they have to be in the May too. There's no getting the planet back with that shit going on. In a way, we have the opportunity to do a clean slate. Think about that. Hey, well, I have a question for you, sir. How do we recruit them if we're way out there and you're way back here, and this is the recruitment center, this donut shop? Very good question, Tiffany. Brilliant. What do you guys think? How are you going to be recruiting? Give it some thought. Whoever comes up first with the answer, let me know. Anyone? Scott, any thoughts on that? How are you going to be recruiting when you're out in the field? I don't really see it, man. No, guys. You're going to take some donuts with you. What are these donuts, man? They're special little treats. Think about that, babe. Swallow them. Are these donuts pills? You could call them pills. But you're gonna take 10 pills each. 10 donuts each. And when you've got somebody who looks trustworthy, just like you four are trustworthy, you're gonna tell them what I just told you. And you're gonna give them that pill. And you're gonna let them know that I can see them and that I'll be able to talk to them. And there are consequences for defection. Lethal consequences. I can kill them from here with my mind. That's why Carl is so lethal. It's his mental game. Carl's done more for the planet than any other soldier. That's why he's a legend. Well, Carl, I got a question for you. Yeah, go ahead, Tony. No disrespect, sir. But if you're a legend, why aren't you out in the field? That's a fantastic question. Why do you think I wouldn't be out there? I don't know. Carl, I don't have a clue. clue. I would think that you'd be out there just like shooting everybody. No. Anybody? I don't know why you're not out there. Why am I not out there, Scott? You're the most lethal of them all. You gotta go on, Larry. That's right. He's the one that keeps the army in line. So, I gotta protect him. If we lose Larry, we lose the army. Conceivably, it's not a risk we want to take. Do people always just need to be coerced with the threat of death, or do people kind of decide they just want to do it just to do it? Well, that is also a good question. We don't know the answer to that because there's always the threat of death. But just think about it. If people didn't have the threat of death and they felt an allegiance to the cause, you could still break it. Because of some other motivation, maybe they meet another gang and that gang offers to take care of them in ways that we don't, or whatever. Or under the threat of death, they're pressured to change and to adopt a new gang. You know what I mean? So now we just make it a matter of life and death. Man, it's just fucked up. Why is it fucked up, Miles? I know I should have a choice. Guys, we are hanging on by a thread. And some of us have made decisions that are basically like coercion for everybody else. They're just straight up force. And you may ask yourself, well, why do you get to do that? We do that because we're the strongest. We're the most dominant. And we're not even going to lie about that. And the reason we're not going to lie about that is because we want the human race to survive, and we trust ourselves to do that. I know, man, but Carl, you've murdered so many people. Murder is not the right word. I extinguish zombies and sadists. Okay? I do that because we need to reclaim the planet. Straight up. So the morality that was pre-apocalypse is completely different than post-apocalyptic morality. Completely different. 100% different. And it's weird. Because how could someone like Larry and myself hold you at gunpoint and say, join our army or die, we're trying to save the world? It doesn't make sense at all. Larry and I know that, but we still enforce the code. Why? Because in this post-apocalyptic landscape, we have the very primitive going on, and we still have our own sophistication from pre-apocalypse. I mean, 7 years old was evidently long enough for me to have some kind of moral grounding in that world, but also my mom and my father carried on that previous world into this world and gave me those values and helped me understand that we've got to save the planet. We can't just be out here for ourselves, Miles. It's not just our own little prerogative here. That's what you guys are doing at your fort down the road. You're not looking at the big picture. When you look at the big picture, then you get into some crazy scenarios where, okay, we're going to save the planet by killing zombies and psychopaths, and if you don't join us, we're going to kill you. That's fucked up, and we know it, but At least we know it. And at least we're doing it anyways, even when we know it. And we're the ones that have to carry this fucking conflict of conscience. Like, I don't want to have to kill you guys. But if you say no, I'm going to have to kill you because we've already tried to let people go if they didn't want to join the army. We've already tried to send people off and have them be part of the army and not have the donut and not have the extinction mechanism online. And then we have a huge defection rate because once they get away from the fucking donut shop, they like start doing whatever they want to do. They don't want to be part of our mission. They don't want to be part of our agenda. But the thing is, our agenda is right. And we are either going to kill you here for not joining our agenda, or we're going to kill you there if you defect from our agenda. And we know that's the right thing to do, and we know that that's fucked up, but we know what world we're living in. We know what world we're living in. You have to wake up. And you can't just live for yourself anymore. You can't just live for yourself. Okay. Well, that was really intense, Carl. Man. Are there other armies out there that you know of? Armies of 1,000 men and women? Not that we've heard of. There's roving bands and gangs, of course, as you know. And guys, you're gonna have to kill those gang members. And if you got any sniper skills, that's the best way to do it. Just snipe them. But how do we know if they're... How do we know if we need to be killing them or recruiting them? I mean, how do we know that? Well, that is actually a great question, Miles. You have to spy on them from afar before you kill them. Because just as... So everybody listen closely to this, because this is something that Larry and I had to game out. You have to spy. You have to do surveillance from a distance. Of course, you're going to have some binoculars for that. And the reason is, that just as we need to exterminate psychos, we need good people just as badly. All right? So you need to find out if these people look good. Like they're good people and they know how to survive. Well, of course, you know, we're 40 years into the apocalypse, so if they're here, they probably know how to survive. Many of them were born in the apocalypse. So that's a special kind of person. I'm a hybrid. I come from the old world. But I essentially grew up in this world. I completely grew up in this world under the tutelage of Larry. Okay? So, again, you're going to position yourself as snipers, and you're going to take them out if they're bad. And if they're good, that's when the diplomacy comes in. Right? That's when you are going to go up to them and basically start talking to them, but with your guns drawn. And you're going to have to kind of figure out how to convince them. You know, we can give you tips on it, but essentially you just got to say you're going to join the army or you're going to die. And then when they realize they don't have a choice, they're going to take the donut. Why do you call it a donut, man? Because Larry loves donuts. And I do too. And we just like thinking of it as a donut.
You got a problem with that, Miles? You want to call it a pill?
No, I like donut, actually.
Yeah. Jelly-filled donut, maple glazed donut, a Croiler.
How do you even know those names?
Larry. Does Larry actually make donuts? Larry, do you make donuts? I've been known to make a few. So they're literally donuts. Take the pill and find out.
Oh, you guys are too much. Too much.
So we're actually going to get in the sniper position, scope these people out, and then if they seem good, go invade them, and at gunpoint tell them to join the army, and then force them to eat the donut. That is correct, Scott.
Yes.
Okay. And if they give you a lot of resistance, or it turns out that you misjudge them from afar, and you can tell that when you get into their camp, you got to take them out. Because if you don't, they're going to take you out.
This is when I just want to go back to our fort and pretend that we're not having this conversation. This is the way it is, Scott. You went out foraging, a reconnaissance mission. You fell into my trap.
You know, I'm going to be honest with you, Coleman. I mean, I completely respect you, but I don't think we fell into your trap.
Yeah.
No, we didn't fall into any fucking trap. Did you guys fall into a trap? No, no one fell into a trap.
Okay. Well, how would you describe it then? It's like a honeypot. We just felt called in. I don't know how to describe it. And then when we got close enough, it's like a Venus flytrap just fucking got us. I have never seen anything like that before. And I don't even know what it was. Yeah.
Yep, that's another reason why we love Larry.
That's Larry's invention. And
Venus flytrap is pretty close. Pretty good explanation for that, yeah.
Larry is one of the reasons why we have to save civilization, guys. One of the reasons. Larry has unique gifts that may be one of a kind now. There may be no one left like Larry. He works in the consciousness arts. Remote viewing, remote assassination, remote telepathy. He devised those consciousness traps.
Yeah, well, it's not really that fair because I don't feel like we could actually resist those traps. They were like, I don't know, they're not typical traps. Like, you walk into them and you don't even know you're in a trap, and then you're surrounded by this fucking cocoon of energy, which reminds me of that, what do you call it? Venus flytrap. And we're just stuck there. But it's because we were drawn in by this kind of wacky, weird luminosity that seemed appealing, but it was like this dangling bait. Yeah. You should be thankful that Larry makes traps like that, because they could be a lot more primitive and a lot more painful. And you wouldn't be able to join the army if you didn't get caught. Yeah, I guess not. No one can resist those traps. Once you get within, like, I don't know, what is it, Larry? About 100 feet? Something like that? 100 feet? So you get in 100 feet, there's no resisting it. It locks into your brain and titillates your brain and draws you to it. So no, there's nothing that you could have done, guys. Once you got within 100 feet of those traps, joining the army was inevitable. It's like forced conscription is what that is. Yeah. Okay. When do we start? Soon as you take the pill. Okay. I'm ready. You guys ready? What do you think, baby? You gonna do this or not? What do you mean, Tommy? Of course I'm gonna do this. I don't have a choice to do this. This has to be done. Miles, what do you think, boy? Now, Scott, there's no going back, buddy. I suppose there's no going back. Guys, you don't understand this now, but you will understand it. And even though it is the pill working on your consciousness, because Larry's a virtuoso with the psycho-spiritual technology, at some point you're going to realize that this is not some big sacrifice, but this is the best thing that you could be doing with your life, and you're going to be happy about it. So I know it seems like a heavy decision now, like you're getting chemically altered in your brain and you're going to be under the control of Larry, but at the end of the day, you're going to want it no other way. Larry is not some cruel taskmaster, are you, Larry? No, you just need to make sure that you're in line. What, Miles? I mean, what? We're in line? Yeah, Miles. Do you know why you're here? Because you've been able to survive. You've had to be in line your whole life or you would be dead. This is the most unforgiving landscape conceivable. So why do you have a problem being in line according to Larry, who's actually much more sophisticated than you? No offense. He just is. He's on a whole other level than humanity. He's on a whole other level than humanity. Yeah, Tiffany, I told you, he is unique. He's literally helping save the species. Alright. Well, I do have a question for you guys. If you would be so kind as to answer this for me. Larry and Carl, have you thought about the fact that maybe Mother Nature wanted the human beings to get wiped out, and that by creating an army, we're actually working against and opposing Mother Nature and ultimately God? And that you, Larry, are basically playing God as if you're some kind of demigod controlling humans? It is a good question. It is a great question, Scott. There are a lot of different ways to look at the question and answer the question. What do you have to think? What do you say? It's hard to answer because if Mother Nature or God wanted all human beings wiped out, then why did some survive? It doesn't make sense. I could see it as a purge. But then to replace the purge with zombies? That doesn't make sense either. But then again, that's what created the purge. But instead of human beings, now we got a planet of zombies? So that doesn't make sense either. Well, Scott, there is another way to look at it, my friend. Human beings were wiped out because they were too corrupt, too decadent, too evil. And the zombies are the ones that did it. And now to reclaim their civilization, they have to grow in ways that they never could have understood before. What we're talking about is what's called the Promethean Remnant. The Promethean Remnant. The strongest have survived. And we have to take back the planet, but build a civilization that's not so evil. So arguably, the zombies were sent to consume the evil. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, they're still evil, though. And they just consumed most of it, Scott, not all of it. 99%. Not bad for zombies. Yeah. So basically, we're the hand of God, of Mother Nature. That's not the way that Larry and I look at it. The hand of God may have wiped out 99% of the evil, like the Great Flood for Noah. But getting the planet back, that's not the hand of God. God's letting us do that. Earn it. You know, it seems so barbaric that I put a gun to your head and say either join our army or die, but really, if you look at it closely, it's the most civilized thing to do. Wow. Okay, so you guys have got it all twisted here. Carl, no disrespect intended, but that's just not civilized. It is. I know what you mean. I know it seems like it's completely wrong. But what I'm saying is there's a post-apocalyptic morality that is just drenched with paradox. It's the most civilizing thing that we can do, because if we don't do it, we lose civilization. Do you want to keep on pretending like we can just fucking flub our way through this with a planet full of zombies, and when a zombie's not chasing you down, some psychopath is? Guys, we're not gonna last if we keep on thinking in terms of this lazy, wimpy ethics that we get from before. That doesn't have a place anymore. The world is done. So take the pill. Okay, good. Alright, guys. Looks like Miles is taking the pill. Who's next? Yep, go ahead, Tiffany. Take it. Take the donut. Good. There's some water over there, guys. Tommy, Scott, you're next. Good, Tommy. Scott, what's the holdup, buddy? How much more time do I have to choose? You got about 30 more seconds. I'm not gonna sit here and wait all night for you to figure this out. You got 30 seconds. And then you're gonna go out there and kill zombies. Okay? So remember, there isn't anything too fundamentally different than what you were doing in your fort down the road, except Larry's in charge now. And Larry's gonna make sure that you go out and do your duty. So take the pill. Go ahead. Good, there's the water. Okay. Does any of you have sniper skills? Okay, Miles. Good. I wouldn't have thought that was you being the jokester. I am not just a jokester. I can snipe. Good. You're going to be charged with training everybody in your company how to be an expert sniper, or at least up to your ability. How good are you? I'm good. I'm good. I'll be the judge of that after I see you sniping away. We're going to do a little test there. If I see any kind of improvement that I can make, I'm going to improve your sniper abilities. And what else do we need to talk about? How good are you? Well, you guys are any good at hunting for your food? Tommy? Yeah, I'm good. Hunting rabbits, squirrels, fishing, deer. That should be fine. I mean, I can teach that to everybody. Everybody's got an idea of how to do it. Snakes. Yeah. Okay. Stealth. Okay, Tommy. Good. You good with stealth as well? Oh, I mean, stealth helps with fucking hunting, so yeah, I can teach them stealth. Does everybody here hunt? Okay, good. So, Tommy, you're just the best at it. Yeah. Okay, so who's going to be the diplomat? Who's going to actually talk to these people after you've discerned that you're not going to kill them? Or at least not kill them yet. You're going to give them an opportunity to join the army. Okay, so I would say it's going to be both Scott and Tiffany, actually. Scott, you still need to have a little bit more diplomatic skills here. You're just a little too stuffy intellectually, and Tiffany, you're great. But if you two could kind of work together and off each other, that would be good as well. Because, guys, you're not coming back. You're not coming back. And for the most part, unless Larry slips up, you're not going to be seeing any other members of the army. So Larry has all of them tracked in his mind. All of them are tracked. You're not going to run into each other unless he makes a mistake, which is extremely rare, although it does happen. You're just going to go out there, and for the rest of your life, you're going to kill zombies. And kill psychos. And recruit humans. That's all you're going to do from now on. Guys, why the long faces? What were you going to do anyways? Just hang out in your fucking fort? And get trapped? And die? Now you have one singular mission for your life. You now have meaning in a world that has been stripped of it. You are gonna go out there and reclaim this planet for human fucking beings. There is no more nobler enterprise than that. So get the fucking long looks off your faces. It doesn't make sense now to get all dour and sour about it. You understand me? You swallowed the pill. You're doing this now, guys. You're doing this. Because if you don't, Larry's gonna deactivate your brain from a distance. It's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna suck. And your other 3 compadres are gonna have to watch you die. You just go out like a lamp. It's pretty elegant, but it's horrifying. Sorry to say. I guess I can see why you have to stick around and just guard him. Now, if I don't guard him, then you can attack him, and maybe he doesn't deactivate you before you get to him. So that's what I'm here for. Do you ever feel like deactivating Larry? Me? What? What kind of question is that? No. Does Larry ever feel like deactivating you? No. We know what's at stake. We wouldn't dream of deactivating each other. Besides, I don't have a pill. You don't have a pill? I'm the one who came up with the fucking idea. He's the scientist. He's the master of consciousness. He's the one that's able to make this shit on another level. I told him how to do it. Not literally how to do it, I just told him what to do. I said, Larry, I want to fucking save this planet. You gotta come up with something. You're the genius here. Yeah, sure, I might be a genius at killing people, but I'm not a genius like he's a genius. And then he did it. And now we're out there. You're out there. You should be excited to go kill 10 zombies a day to get this planet back. To find new recruits. To expand the army. I mean, you find 4 people who find 4 people who find 4 people who find 4 people. And you find fucking 16 people. Right? Who find 64 people. And it keeps on getting exponential like that. Eventually, we clean out the psychos and the zombies. Question for you, Carl. How long do you think it's going to take, and how are we going to know? You know, Scott, I don't think of it in those terms. You don't think about how long it's going to take. No. Why would I even bother thinking that way? I have no idea how many zombies are out there, how many psychos are out there. I don't even know. Well, I mean, I suppose I could check with Larry, but I don't even know how many people are being recruited and dying. I say 1,000 people, but that's just a rough estimate. I mean, how many people, Larry, how many people do we have out there? It's about 1,000, right? Yeah, about 1,100, actually. Yeah, we're picking up some good recruits, actually. Well, good. Good. Well, there you go, guys. 1,100 people out there. Recent recruits. I want to be honest with you, okay? Because you deserve honesty. You're just going to keep killing until you're dead. That's what's going to save the planet. That's what's going to renew civilization. You just don't stop killing until you run out of breath, or your energy, or you get bit by a zombie, or you get killed by a psycho, or you starve, or you dehydrate.
You just don't stop. Haven't you ever had the fantasy of just going out and killing zombies and never stopping? Is that just me? Because I love that idea. I would be out there right now if I weren't guarding this motherfucker. I love it. I love knowing what it is I need to do with my life and then executing it. And I'm doing that with Larry right now, but it's not as fun. Sorry, Larry, it's not as fun as going out there and killing me fucking 40 zombies in a day. And just hanging it up at the end of the day, knowing I did my best by humanity. Knowing I played my part in getting this planet back. I would love to be able to do what you're going to be doing. I would love to chalk up 40 zombie deaths a day for 1,000 days straight. I would put myself on that schedule. 40 zombies a day for 1,000 days. I would mark it off. I'd mark off how many zombies I killed, how many days had gone by, and let's see if I killed myself 40,000 zombies in 1,000 days. God, I would love that. And I would track how many psychos I took out too. Why? Because I know at that point I'm tracking it all, and I know my numbers. And I know what I'm doing to save humanity and get the planet back. And I wish, Larry, I wish I could do that, but I won't do that because you need to be here and you need to survive. But guys, I envy you. You gotta adopt the right mindset. Say to yourself, yeah, I'm gonna kill 40 zombies in 1,000 days. Okay. I'm gonna kill 10 psychos in 1,000 days. I'm gonna recruit 10 people in 1,000 days. Set yourself goals. That's how we win the planet back. Set yourself goals. That's what I would do. When you're out there, guys, here's how you deal with it. You know you're going to be out there the rest of your life. You're never going to stop. Because if you stop, then Larry's going to activate the pill, and you're dead. So don't stop. Just know that your life from this day forward is committed to excellence and always showing up for human beings, for decent human beings. Okay? Decent human beings. So, motivate yourself. Think about human psychology. How can you take a winner mindset, a growth mindset? Like, how is it that I'm actually going to become a better person when I'm out there killing 40,000 zombies? Am I going to become a better person when I kill psychos and recruit good people? So turn this into a practice. One might even say a spiritual practice, right, Larry? Turn it into a spiritual practice. Pretend you're a samurai out there with the warrior's code and apply that code to yourself. Because there is no more nobler pursuit than saving the planet and becoming an extraordinary soul in the process. Right? Just because it's the end of the world doesn't mean that we can't grow. Just because it's the end of the world does not mean that we cannot awaken to our true potential. Just because it's the end of the world doesn't mean that we can't become